The views and thoughts expressed in this video belong solely to the speaker and do not represent the perspectives of the Jim and Pat YouTube channel. Let's come together to show empathy and support for all those who commit themselves to caring for others.
My name is Blanche Sowers, and I was a caregiver for my husband, Jim. And one October day, we were to go shopping for a few items at Market Basket. As I'm going out the door, I said, "Oh, wait a minute." And my husband pulled the door shut. And I said, "Oh, I don't think I have the keys." They're in the car. I went to the car, no keys. Now, my son and daughter-in-law had gone up north in New Hampshire to hike on a mountain and said, "Can you take care of Dad for the day by yourself?" I said, "Oh, everything will be fine." But now I'm locked out of my house. So I was to go get a book at Gibson's, and I had a gift card. So we went there. We spent 3 hours in a bookstore. And then we went up north to Allen's restaurant. We had lunch there and had ice cream for dessert. Now that was only 1 o'clock. So now what am I going to do for another 5 hours? So we've been up to Still Hill whatever it is. um, so we went up and drove around up on Steel Hill and Sanbornton and came back, and now we're coming down, and I get into Concord, New Hampshire, and we needed to get milk and bread. So we stopped at Market Basket to get our milk and bread. Having driven my red car that I owned at the time, we walked in and I set Jim down in the area, and the clerks all knew him, and we got a cup of coffee. Now, I walked around with this cup of coffee and walked over to my husband, handed it to him, and in all seriousness, he said to me, "You know that lady that drove in the red car in here? Tell her I'm ready to go home." And I said, "Oh," and I was laughing. And now the lady in the red car was his wife, me. And I looked at him and I said, "Well, I need 20 minutes to get bread and milk." Now, this October day, we didn't get milk earlier because I was afraid it would sour. And so I handed him his cup of coffee and I said to him, and I'm laughing the whole time during this, and I said, "Jim, if I see the lady with the red car, I'll tell her you're ready to go home." Now, knowing the manager at the uh, um, Market Basket, I turned around and there is Tom, over 6 foot tall, standing there. Now, my reaction when I turned around and saw Tom was, my husband didn't recognize me, and I burst into tears immediately. But I've been laughing the whole time that I was responding to my husband. Eventually, when we did arrive home, my son did come with a key to open up my house. And I really want to say that I learned to, as a caregiver, to respond um, with favorable reactions to my husband. He was an relatively easy person to take care of. And I am glad that I was able to take care of him until a few months before he passed.
First image description: black words on yellow background. Share your story and find support. Second image description: green statewide caregivers conference logo on a red background with the words strength, nobility, and hope underneath. Third image description: black words on blue background. Join us for this year's Caregivers Conference, Wednesday, November 13th, 2024, Concord, New Hampshire. More information at coalitionofcaring.org.